Welcome again to the Sports Hit List. As always, Carl Quillange, and we're back to debate star versus superstar, but this time, present players. And for the record, the reason why I didn't say Paul Pierce, yes, he's still playing Vince Carter. I was talking about in their prime. For those who didn't saw the last segment, it was in their prime, Coach Womack. But you got me. You got one. You got me.
Anything that allows you to sleep better at night, and you just keep saying it to yourself. Right?
All right.
We all know what the good was.
So let's introduce the panel as always. Mike Miller, welcome. All right. Kenny Irby.
Hello,
all right. Al.
What's going on?
And Coach Womack. He's out to get me.
Yeah.
So in the last segment, we established star versus superstar, what the definition was. So now we're talking about present players, and there's a couple present players that star versus superstar. Well, Al's giving me the look. Why are you looking at me like that for?
I'm waiting for you to go. I'm just waiting.
You want to have a seat?
I got one player in mind, but go ahead.
Okay, so you'll let me know if I miss that player. You can ask
sure.
Yeah. All right, so let's start it off. Carmelo Anthony, star or superstar? Start it off.
Hold on. For the record, can I say my hashtag? Yeah, from time to time, you will always hear me say the hashtag thirst. And that's because he's so thirsty to say something about the Knicks.
Listen, that's not
Let's go thirst.
Listen, I'm asking you a question.
I'll be last since I'm the Knicks fan on the panel.
He's a Knicks fan too.
I'm a Knicks fan too, but objectively, looking at the present state of conditions with the Knicks, I have to call him a star.
My man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Star. Okay, Mike?
Star, man.
Okay, but look at both of you guys. Look at his career in Denver too.
Man, this is
with
crazy.
the Knicks. Both careers.
Is it present or is it what he's
Like Coach Mack said, sometimes players are superstar players and then their stock drops. And when you're in the prime of your career and your team is forced to tank, you're not a superstar. No way.
Al.
He's a star.
He's a star. Coach?
I don't disrespect. Listen, Mike, I do agree. This year, right now, he's injured. So I'm gonna say he's a star. Yes, he is injured. He's injured.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna say he's a star. But
How many minutes he played?
all right, last year, superstar. The year before that, when he led the league in scoring, superstar. Because here's my reasoning: if you take Carmelo Anthony and put him, say, Oklahoma City, and replace him with Kevin Durant, now you got Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, and Carmelo Anthony. They will win the same amount of games because Melo can score. He scores that basketball. That's why the Knicks were so good when he had Tyson Chandler, Jason Kidd, Iman Shumpert, J.R. Smith in his Sixth Man of the Year. Melo could have been an MVP candidate that year.
Well, he was an MVP.
That's why he was a superstar.
Are we iffing it?
He was a superstar.
That's what we're doing.
Are we gonna iff it? Or are we living in reality? Or are we gonna
No, because he's injured right now. He's injured.
Remember Marvel Comics? He's that what if?
He's injured.
Let's move on to another player. How about Blake Griffin? Star or superstar?
Star.
Superstar, man.
Superstar? Why is he a superstar?
Once again, like we was talking about before, it's everything. So when we talk about
Exactly.
Blake Griffin, he has the numbers. His team's good. They go far in the playoffs, relatively speaking, second round. And he is an attraction every night. Like this man said, every night. You go to see the Clippers, they're Lob City because of Blake Griffin.
Wait. Is he a threat?
Okay, one second. Coach, 1 second. Go ahead.
Superstar. I have to go superstar.
Superstar because
he sells the tickets. They go to see him. It's Lob City. Even when last year when Chris Paul went down, another star on the team, he held the team afloat.
30-10.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach, you
know what? I'm going to say like this. The verdict has yet to be out with him. I want to see what he does when he doesn't have a superstar or star next to him.
We got
a year.
Okay.
For a year, not just what you did for 20 games, because some people do that sometimes. You know, when people go out, they raise their level. But just like people say about CP3, when's Blake going to take them to the championship? Okay, if he's a star, he's a superstar, we no longer should have the debate on if CP3 is going to bring the team to the Western Conference Championship. Let's all say, is Blake Griffin going to bring it?
And I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
That's
the point.
How long has Blake Griffin been in the league? This is like fifth year?
I believe fifth or sixth year. So I have another name here. Derrick Rose. Star or superstar?
Superstar, baby.
Derrick Rose. Coach.
Superstar.
Star. Star because?
Injuries. His injury just diminished his product. Diminished him.
He's superstar status, but as of now, he's a star. But Carl, that's the problem, because before you said in their prime. So if we're talking
Derrick Rose is still in his prime, correct?
No, but he's not in his prime like right now.
He didn't get to his prime.
His prime was, I mean, your prime is not considered your age. Your prime is considered your playing ability. Like physically, can you play at the highest level of your life?
But Rose has played at his highest level.
And at that time, he was a superstar.
Yeah. So what about now?
Right now, he's not a superstar. He's not able to do it. Yeah, he's not able to do it. He's not able to be a superstar. His body won't let him.
So as of right now, to me, he's a star. He hasn't played in 3 years at a superstar level.
Still a superstar. 'Cause
My point.
for his reason that he brought up first. When you go see the Bulls, you still gonna go see Derrick Rose. Why?
Jimmy
Because
Butler.
for nothing else.
I'm gonna see
no,
Jimmy
you're not.
Butler,
No,
exactly.
you're not. And for
He
nothing
destroyed my
else, you wanna know
team.
why you're going to see
Wait,
Derrick
wait,
Rose?
wait.
Because you want to see if he can still be the youngest MVP in NBA history.
Diana
That
Ross,
automatically
listen,
makes you a
Diana Ross
superstar.
is still selling out stadiums, but that don't make her a superstar.
Exactly.
I'm saying
Oh,
still. Because your fans are still going to go see
No.
her.
What I'm saying is, you take that into consideration, and like you said, he can explode at any night. Like you said about another player, Derrick Rose still has the same potential he had then.
So, guys, do you guys have any players in your minds that are questionable star, superstar for the panel? I'm opening up to you
You
guys.
done with yours?
I'm done with. I'm asking you now. Do you guys have anyone in mind that you would want to ask?
CP3, CP0.
I
said
Put it
Chris
out.
Paul's a falling
I didn't want to go there.
CP0. That's my description of him. Say it one more time.
He's a falling star.
Yeah.
He's a fallen.
He's a hidden star because he got so much hate on him. You
you
and I'm
can
not a
call it
CP3 fan,
not hate.
but you know what I say with
You call
that?
it what you want.
Here's what I say with that.
Chris Paul, okay.
You take Chris Paul, you put Chris Paul with the Celtics, take out Rondo. They still as good? Yes, probably better. You take Chris Paul, you put him with Tim Duncan.
Can you take out Tony Parker? you mean?
The All-Star game is a perfect example to me, of what Chris Paul is. He may not be a superstar, but I'm not going to say fallen star. Chris Paul is a star that has not elevated his game, but if you put him with the right pieces, he will lead you to the promise.
I say he's a falling star because his game is plateaued. He's not the player he was 4 years ago.
In 2008.
And he's not going to get any better.
LeBron isn't the player he was 4 years ago.
Okay,
He's
one
still-
second.
but
I
he's
didn't get
so
to
far
Al.
up.
Guys. Al?
I think he's falling star as well. I think just looking at him in the All-Star game, I wasn't pleased on what I saw.
What did he do wrong?
The Clippers for about 3 years now, right? 3 years or more. They haven't gotten past the second
But that's
round
not his
yet.
job. It's Blake Griffin. We just said Blake Griffin's a superstar.
No, I said Blake Griffin was a
But
star.
again, if you
I'm
guys are
usually Chris Paul's
if you guys are
superstar.
holding players accountable, who are we holding accountable in the Clippers? Is it Blake? Is it Chris Paul?
I
That's
think
the
the
question.
team has now transferred over to Blake.
I think it's
Chris
transferred
Paul
back.
clearly is not. He's
not the number one.
No, he
He's
has
not.
plateaued. He has plateaued. He's not going to get any better. Blake can still get better. He has gotten better.
Toughest position to play in
This point guard.
is a point guard who runs the team and not just doesn't think score first. Because here's the thing. Russell Westbrook shoots 20-something shots. What does Skip Bayless says? He says, oh, he's shooting Kevin Durant out the game. If you would have put a player like CP3 with Kevin Durant would flourish. Kevin Durant would get the late shot clock. So
If you put a role
you
player-
use certain stats to uplift players, but then you use certain stats
To
to diminish them. So we got to be on the same record.
Consistency.
Chris Paul can do something Westbrook can do. You know what it is? It's called controlling a game. If you put he controls the game as a player.
Russ don't?
Okay, all right.
No, he does it better than Russell Westbrook.
Mike Conley.
Mike
What's the
Conley.
difference between him and Mike Conley?
Good question.
What, Mike Conley
And Chris Paul, what's the difference?
What has Mike Conley done to elevate his game over Chris Paul?
He controls the team.
controls the
He
team.
controls
Final
He asked
points.
me a question.
Final points. I know he did. Finish answering. I'm trying to control it. Go ahead.
If you would have put Conley on Chris Paul's team before he got to the Clippers, when Chris Paul had the backpack on, and he was the only
I'm talking
person.
about Chris Paul now, not Chris Paul then.
But you said in their primes. I thought we were talking about primes.
This is still Chris
It's
Paul.
still prime.
Isn't
It's
that-
not his prime. He's 10th in the league. He's still in his
This
prime.
is 10th year.
10th year in the
Who
league.
do you
he's
think he
still in
got
his prime.
drafted? 92? This is his prime.
10 years your prime?
So Melo not in his prime.
The Melo line's
Melo's not in his prime
That's why I
either.
wasn't counting Melo. I said Melo in his prime. Melo's on the he's getting injured. He's on the decline, just like LeBron is on the decline.
So so basically,
What you mean it's not his
LeBron's not in his
prime?
prime either.
LeBron is passing his prime. This might be the last year of his
This is
prime.
12 years.
But everybody's body is, how ignorant are y'all to say everybody's body
So
is the
what-
same?
so what makes you think
Kenny,
he's-
so what makes you
Kenny,
think-
so are you
me and you are the same
saying
age, right? Me and you the same age,
About,
right?
yeah.
About the same age.
Are you in it? Is
Wait,
his prime or
me
not?
and you are the same age.
28.
I'm physically in better shape than you, and we're both
course.
in our primes. I can run faster than you because I train differently. So that doesn't say anything about our prime of our lives. I just took care of my body in terms of athletically, whereas you mentally took care of your mind doing things that I can't do. So everybody's body is different. That's
So
why
how do we
certain
judge
players
prime?
can play when they
So how do we judge prime?
saying
then?
he's in his prime or he's not in his prime?
There is no prime then.
What are you saying?
That term doesn't matter
Okay.
then.
All right.
Your
So
highest
final
number.
thoughts.
No,
Final
what do
thoughts,
you say?
guys. We have to wrap up. I know, and we'll definitely get you guys on more segments. But final thoughts on star versus superstar in terms of players. Does it matter for the prime? Does it not matter? Any final thoughts on this segment, Kenny?
No. Chris Paul's terrible.
He's a B-U-M-B.
I think LeBron is
Oh,
I think this the league is LeBron's league until he's done.
Oh, can
In
I
his
say
prime.
one more comment
In his
after that?
prime.
Go ahead.
What was the
Star
question?
versus superstar. Final points.
No, my final point is, like I said, a superstar is someone that if you take them from their team and put them on a championship caliber team, they'll remain one of the top 3 options on that team. If you take Chris Paul and you put him on any championship team right now, who's a championship contender? Say you put Chris Paul
On the Spurs.
on the Spurs, Golden State. You put him on Cleveland, he would still be one of the top 3 options. That's why I think he's a superstar. That's my criteria. People may say he's a bump, yeah, but if you put him with the right ingredients, he's gonna bake the cake.
Yes.
And Mike, your last point.
Yeah. So would Derek Fisher. But LeBron James. We're not even going to talk about your piece.
That'll do it for the Sports Hit List. Again, please don't forget to check us out on all social media networks, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, WordPress. Go look it up. Go look us up. We're great. See you guys later.